Hello there, welcome back. Happy New Year. This is Louise from Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. And 2022, another year has passed. Hopefully we have a better year than last year, COVID wise, and we can put that behind us. But you know, as we know, it's still different variants are popping up, but I'm not going to dwell on that. So 6th of January, my first video of this year. I thought I'd do an update on the seeds that I'd got from a very nice lady called Sophia, who supplied me with some very fresh Jujube or Boroi that had come from Bangladesh. So these are different from the Jujube that I bought a Jujube plant from Jurassic Plants, and that was a Chinese variety, and I've been told that that's a different version to the Jujube that I got from my Bangladeshi friend. So I did try to extract the seeds from the very tough seed coat on the Jujube, and I tried to crack it open, and it cracked open, but it damaged all the seeds inside. So for the past couple of weeks the seeds have been soaking in water, and then today I thought I'd have a go and try tapping again lightly. Nothing happened. Then tapped a little bit harder, and then they did open, and I did damage some more seeds. However, some of them were intact. So I'm going to show you some of the seeds. Some have still got the seed coat on them, and I'm not going to try and prize them out. So you can see a full seed in there, and they're fairly flat. There's another. There's another. And there's a couple that did come out, and they look like little apple seeds, little apple seed pips. So I managed to get these. You know, they're one of the. I'll show you one that was damaged though. So you can see there. I'm trying to get the light to hit it, so you can see the damage there, and it's a little bit green. So at least I know that the seeds are alive. They're not dead. You know, they are fresh inside there. So I'll show you a couple more that I managed to actually get, but look, came out of the seed coat. So there's 3 there, and they are sort of very round, not entirely flat, but almost flat. So I will be planting these seeds today. I'm going to get them in, probably in this tub. I'll put some coir compost in here, and then put the seeds and the ones that have got the seed coat, I'll put them all in together. Put them on a heat mat, coir compost, moist compost. Not press them in too deep, you know, so they don't need to be deeply planted. And then fingers crossed, let's see what happens. You know, as I say, I've never grown Jujube before. I have tried growing it in the past, you know, with the entire seed coat on, and got 0, you know, nothing happened at all, despite my best efforts. So I'm hoping by removing the seed coat, or partially removing, that will aid or quicken germination. So that's one of the things I'm doing today. I thought I'll do an update as well on some of my plants at the beginning of this year. So last month I did an update on the soursop, the fruit that I got. I think it's also called guanabana or graviola. So I did an update on those. They germinated. I'll just briefly show you them. There's a soursop. And then I said I'd do an update on the Cherimoya. So I've got some Cherimoya seeds in here, which planted on the 22nd of October. So these took a while to germinate. There's 1, two, and you can see that's still got its seed coat hanging on, and a few smaller ones where the seed has actually fallen off but taken the growth tip with it. So whether that one survives and produces new leaves like this one, that was in a very similar position, who knows. And there's a few more sort of tiny ones there that are just coming out. So that's the Cherimoya. I've got another tub here, some more Cherimoya Atafol. And those of you who watch my channel know that I got a plant from eBay because two of my own Cherimoya plants died last year, and I had those for a couple of years grown from seed. They were doing really well. I repotted them and they both died, so I don't know what happened there. So I got this one. My husband bought this from eBay. So this is the eBay plant, and it started to get this leaf curl on the new growth. So I stopped watering it. I think I watered it too much, and so this newer growth here doesn't seem to have that curl happening. So I think the aim is to keep these on the dry side. I don't think much growth will happen during the winter anyway. So, but as long as I can keep it alive. And these newer seedlings, some are doing well, some aren't. That one I broke by mistake. Tried to splint it, but it's clearly not worked. It was hanging on for a couple of weeks and now it's died off. But that one's doing well. It's got a nice sturdy stem on it. There's another one here. This one not doing very well. I can see that it's very thin. Obviously some issues there. I'm going to pull that out actually. Yeah, look at that. The roots on that, very poor. It's not going to make it, so bin that. There's no point in keeping, you know, these plants if they're not healthy, like that one there. That had the seed attached to it. Not healthy at all. Get rid of it. And there's another one. It just emerged like that, and it's not doing anything else. So I'll only keep ones that, you know, like this one's struggling here. This one had the seed attached to it for a long time. You can see it damaged the top there, and I think that one, yeah, the seed's not developing well, so get rid. So only keep the ones that are worth keeping. This is the one that was damaged. It's actually healed itself, so that's not bad actually. I put this there because this had bent over, and it seems to have actually healed itself. However, it's lost its leaves at the top, so whether that continues to grow, it remains to be seen. I'll keep that and see if it's a survivor or not. So that's the Cherimoya. What else is not doing too well at the moment is the mango. So my Fazli mangoes, the very large mango that I got from Bangladesh. I'll show you one of them here. Oh, reach over. No leaves on it at all. Got some dieback happening. What happened? This plant got thrip. It got insects on it, and I took it outside and I sprayed it. And I sprayed it very, you know, heavily when it had new fresh growth on it, and that damaged the leaves. So that was my fault really. So the new leaves that were on there, eventually they all fell off. This hung on for a bit, but they started to blacken and die. However, I'm not giving up on the plant yet because it's still green, and I can see there is some potential new growth happening there. Very, very hard to see, but there's a little growth point there. So I'm hoping, you know, that this will come back. I've not watered it too much because that will just give it root rot, because it's got no leaves to, you know, get rid of that moisture. So there we go, that's that one. And the other mango's also struggling. So I only have the 2 Fazli Mangoes. Here's the other one. This one I didn't spray, and it isn't in a position that's above the radiator. It's over here where there isn't a radiator, but it gets plenty of light. So I don't know why this one suddenly the leaves started to go crisp. I checked the leaves for pests. There are no pests on it. It may be that it was too dry, because I have been holding back a bit on the watering because I am worried about these getting root rot. But I did give it some water recently, and I checked the soil with my finger. I've put my finger down in there. I don't use a moisture meter. You know, I can tell if the soil's moist. So there is moisture in this soil, so I'm not going to give it any more water just yet. And it's still putting out new growth. So I don't know what happened here with these leaves at all. Mystery to me. There is new growth happening here as well, and this one, this little growth started to get crispy leaves as well here. I don't know if you can see, this is a separate little stem going off there, and that started to crisp up a bit as well. So I was a bit concerned when I saw that, but I'm hoping I can keep it alive over the winter, and maybe in the spring and the warmer weather it'll stop with this crispiness of the leaves. It's very tricky growing mango. I've never been successful. I get them to a certain height and then they just die on me, or I give up on them. But I really want to try with this, you know, this Fazli Mango. It's not one that you normally get in this country. You get the Keats and the Kent varieties and the Alfonsos and the Brazilian mangoes, all types you can get, but very few and far between you'll get this giant mango, the Fazli. So yeah, I am going to put some more effort into this, though despite this crispiness of the leaves, it is still putting out brand new leaf growth. The new leaves start off a lovely reddish colour, and then they go this pale green, and then they start to go a bit darker. Let's hope it starts to recover from whatever was ailing it. So, mango update. There we go. So that's it for the time being. I will be sharing with you some new crafts that I'm going to be taking up hobby-wise. You know, I start things and I don't always finish them, but I really want to get into this particular hobby. And I'll talk about that in another video. Also, I'm going to be planting some chili seeds soon, because they do need a long growing season. Not all chilies, but these particular varieties that I want to plant. So that's another thing that I'll be doing in January. For the rest of the year, I'm just going to play it by ear. I have got some plans, but I'm not going to share those just yet until they're a bit more concrete and I know for definite, and then I'll share that with the viewers. Something quite exciting, well, exciting for me anyway. So thank you for watching, everyone. Take care and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.